Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're on Land of Fire and we are in the Nelson. Now I know it's been a while since we've been in the Nelson, but I thought, why not give it a shot? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to jump in the Nelson, we're going to do what we can and see if we can come out on top. Now there are 3 destroyers against us and then a lot of battleships, only 1 cruiser, so other than the destroyers, I feel pretty confident in my ability, but you'll notice with 3 destroyers, I make sure that I'm still on high explosive just in case, because it is a domination match, so unlike a lot of matches where destroyers may go the entire time without being detected, in a domination you have a better chance of running into them, especially early on. So we're going to go try to take our right side of the match. Now you'll notice there's a King George with me, and a destroyer out in front of us. And at first I thought the destroyer was going to run away to B. And I was like, oh, please don't, dude. Come on. We need your help. I need to be able to see. And so it surprised me when the Nevny turned to go around the island and headed back towards A, because I was fully intending on watching him sail away to B. I've had it happen a lot. My destroyers always seem to want to run away. Well, I say that. Almost all of my teams seem to want to run away no matter what. But we're top tier in the Nelson here. So we're going to have some fun now. This Leander is just begging for it. We've got high explosive loaded. And we're going to keep high explosive loaded because I'm anticipating a shot at a destroyer. But also, this is 16-inch high explosive, and we set 2 fires right there on the Leander, and this thing has a ridiculous fire chance. I want to say it's like 46% or 48% or something crazy. And notice that the Akatsuki is spotted off to our right. So, we're going to try to hit this Leander again, hopefully setting a fire that's going to burn for a little longer. And it's doing pretty decent damage to him as well, even though obviously armor piercing would do better. We do set another fire. He's going to burn for a little bit. And now we start looking at, well, the Akatsuki didn't come around. And I'm keeping it on high explosive for the Akatsuki, but, you know, you can only stay here for so long waiting for a ship to may come around the corner, and finally it decides to come around the corner. Now, it's not easy to hit a destroyer in a battleship, it really isn't, but with practice you can manage to do it and do quite consistently. And we get one good hit on him, causing some serious damage to that Akatsuki, and also dissuading him from coming forward. Now, the Leander's still here. He's still in reverse, trying to get away from us. And look at that dispersion. Oh my god. And, yeah, we get a pretty good hit. Only one of those ended up hitting, which is surprising considering how freaking close they were to each other. But it also was a good shot to show just what the dispersion is and how it affects your shot from close range to far range. If that was a close range shot, all 3 of those would have hit. But because it was further out, only one of them did, even though it was very good dispersion. But Leander, still shooting HE at the Leander. I probably should have switched to AP by now, but I was anticipating a shot at the Akatsuki still, because they don't generally screw around. And we do get another fire on the Leander, which is why the Nelson is one of those few battleships that can get away with spamming high explosive. It doesn't have the fastest reload in the world, but the fire chance that you get with it means almost every time you fire the guns you get a fire. It's almost every single time, and a lot of times you end up with multiple fires. So with that, the Nelson is very, very well suited to firing high explosive. It's one of the few. British battleships in general are pretty good, especially the King George, because of its high rate of fire and its lower caliber guns. Its lower caliber guns means its armor piercing is not as effective as other battleships. So, using the high explosive more often and with that incredible fire chance is a really good way of burning people down. And we've got high explosive loaded, broadside of a Lyon. This could be good, but it's a French battleship, and that dispersion was not nearly as good as we were hoping for. Well, we get another fire. Big surprise, right? And because we get another fire, and it's only one fire... Oh, nope, he put it out. Unfortunately, we don't have another shot at him. But we're about to get another shot at a Nevny. So we keep the high explosive loaded. And a good shot, closer range, good lead. And we take all of his health and set him on fire. And are we going to get the kill? No. Nope, he puts out the fire. Unfortunate. Now there is a Nuremberg behind us. There is an Akatsuki behind us. And now that the Akatsuki has come back around the island, feeling that he can take on our battleship buddy all by himself, I turn the guns to be able to help our battleship out. And he absolutely wrecks that Akatsuki and finishes him off before I can get a shot at him because he set him on fire. What did I say about the King George? King George, very good high explosive as well. Has a very good fire chance, rapid fire guns, and they are nasty. You do not want to get hit by British battleship high explosive if you're in a destroyer. It's not pretty. So, now we find ourselves with all of the caps going in our favor. Our controller just disconnected, which is not preferable. So, you gotta love it. This is what happens when I turn off the notifications. Because I have to turn off notifications because people spam me all the time, I turn off notifications and I don't get a warning that my controller batteries are about to die. Now, we did finally switch to armor piercing, and for the rest of this match, we're going to be shooting armor piercing. And we get a pretty good hit on the New Mexico. 3 penetrations, 1 overpin it looked like, or 1 bounce, I couldn't really tell. And the New Mexico still riding the edge of the border over there, going full-on T-Bowl shuffle on us. And, well, let's be real, it's a New Mexico. Cruisers and destroyers may be able to get away with that because they're a small target. New Mexico's not so much, and cool people don't look at explosions. Wait for it. Really? Those are the ones, 2 shatters and 1 bounce off the broadside New Mexico. Really? Come on. What was that? But there are 2 battleships over there. They should be able to deal with a low health New Mexico. Our team lost this cap in the center to a Leon, who is full health and top tier. It's time that I introduce myself to this man. Now, there are some weaknesses of a Nelson that you need to know. One of those is that if this thing over angles at all and somebody puts the shells through the side armor, you're going to be citadeled hard. And this Leon is about to do just that. If not him, his buddy who's further back. Now, we get the first salvo off, we immediately start turning in. Where the Nelson does have decent turning, we are turning in to try to increase the ricochet angle that he's going to be shooting at us. He wasn't even looking at us initially, but even when we can't fire all of the guns at him, we can fire 2 of the 3 guns and keep ourselves angled, which is preferable. Now, he goes full broadside here and should absolutely pay for it, and he does, giving up 14,000 hit points. But he's getting to that danger zone on the Nelson where I cannot angle enough because he is not the only one shooting at me. I am being shot from the right side as well, and I'm trying to angle against everybody. And I'm assuming now that I'm going to be able to get 3 guns to bear on him, that I'm going to be able to do enough damage quick enough to kill him without taking too much damage in return. I was incorrect. It's a Leon. We don't manage to finish him off. He gets another salvo off and absolutely wrecks us with citadels, taking half of our hit points in 1 salvo, showing just how dangerous French battleships can be, especially the Leon, especially the Jean Bart, and especially the Richelieu. However, we do manage to just leave him with just enough to get another shot off. And this time we get a little luckier. But look at that heal that we have the ability to use here in about 50 seconds. The Nelson is on another tier when it comes to healing. Nelson, the Vanguard, both very good ships at healing themselves. Monarch, I believe, as well. can't remember. But that time we get a broadside shot at a Bayern. We take the third gun off. Wait for it. Can we? Nope. Never mind. The Benson manages to torp him to death. However, there is another Leon out here, broadside on. Now, we are capturing this cap once again, and that's going to flip it in our favor, maintaining our 600-point lead that we currently enjoy over the enemy. And while this Leon is sailing broadside on, it's just absolutely begging for a paddling. Unfortunately, it's British armor piercing, so we can't get a paddling. But we do get some good damage out of him, and if we're good here, just leaving him with just enough once again for somebody else to finish in true Spartan fashion. But we do manage to solo cap the center mat, and our teammate over here is being chased by a destroyer. We know this because there's an angry smoke screen ahead, and he is running from it. So the last known position of the destroyer is in the smoke screen. Now watch what this Bayern does here. This Bayern is running away from a destroyer, rightfully so. He is now completely safe from said destroyer. All he has to do is stop right there. Just stop. He's about to detect the destroyer on the other side of the mountain via proxy spotting. Wait for it. And come on. Right there. The Fubuki is detected. Now, if that guy had just stopped what he was doing, he would be in the perfect position to spot that destroyer before the destroyer could do anything, and I'm here with high explosive ready to go. Now, I know that I'm detected, so that Fubuki is clearly around that corner. So we are going to, we're sailing in a straight line for now, with the intention of turning, and we have now started our turn. I wanted to give the Fubuki a chance to fire his torpedoes off in the direction we were heading. And now, because I know that he has likely fired said torpedoes, I can turn towards him and hopefully catch him off guard. But unfortunately, it is a destroyer, it is a Japanese destroyer, and trying to spot one is dang near impossible, but you can see all three sets of torpedoes completely whiffed, meaning our advantage was perfect. We managed to do the exact thing that we wanted to do and maintain the fact that we did not die. However, the game is about to end and we never do actually get to see this destroyer, which is unfortunate. However, if that battleship had just stayed put right around that edge, he would have spotted the guy as he come around the corner and we would have likely have deleted him. 102,000 damage, top of the leaderboard, 4 kills. Or wait, no, not 4 kills, right? No kills. Oops. But anyway, 3,200 base XP done. Not bad. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.